Very quickly, I don't actually believe in the concept of bad English, especially not in a place like K-pop or even pop music in general. I think it's a real strength of the English language, for better or for worse, how ubiquitous it is around the world that it can be broken for the purposes of art and not seen as offensive to native English speakers. I think most people who don't like bad English in K-pop just find it irritating or maybe annoying, and to preemptively beat the Shakespeare crowd to the punch, bad English and lyricism are not the same thing. I believe an idea can be expressed just as easily, if not more effectively sometimes, with bad grammar or pronunciation. As long as two people can understand each other, things like grammar and pronunciation shouldn't really matter, in my opinion. Outside of these types of videos, I have never critiqued grammar to my knowledge. I really don't believe in doing that. I recently experienced this myself on a video that I made. I pronounced rapport with a T at the end, so I was saying report, and a lot of people had a really bad problem with that, which is silly to me, but I also understand how people can't really help it if they find it annoying. But first of all, why is there a T at the end of report if it's not supposed to be pronounced? And second of all, you know what I meant. If my pronunciation of it didn't inhibit understanding, why is it a problem? That's kind of the same approach that I take to K-pop. Honestly, bad English lyrics are often my favorite parts of K-pop as a genre, and again, not the same thing as lyricism. With all of this in mind, I'm gonna try and linguistically review examples of, quote, bad English in K-pop just for the fun of it. Yeah, let's begin. Okay, let's go on Fearless, We Came to Take Win by (G)I-DLE on the song Super Lady. Interestingly enough, as much as Soyeon got criticized for this, and I know another part to this was pronunciation, I actually don't think that this sentence is grammatically incorrect. So, looking at the first part, let's go on Fearless. It's the preposition on that seems to be the problem here. We know what Soyeon is talking about, but we don't have enough context as to how this preposition is being used. It's either let's go on Fearless, like Fearless is the mode they're about to go on, or let's go on Fearless. In the first instance, I would say it is grammatically correct. There are no problems here. In the second example though, fearless is an adjective, which is why it may sound strange to native English speakers. Adjectives modify nouns, yet there isn't an immediate noun or noun phrase for fearless to attach itself to in this sentence. Go on is a phrasal verb, meaning to continue doing something. So if we were to keep fearless as it is, I think we would need to add more context to include a noun phrase. It could be something like, let's go on fearless of what is to come, where what is to come becomes the noun phrase that fearless can modify. To be grammatically correct, we could also just say, let's go on fearlessly, which fearlessly is now an adverb when you add the ly suffix to it. It's no longer an adjective and now an adverb, so it can modify the phrasal verb go on. The next part of this line, we came to take win, is a lot more straightforward. It feels weird because there's not an indefinite article before win. You usually see this phrase as take the win or take a win, but you don't need an article like a or the to make this make sense. We know that win is being used as a noun here because (G)I-DLE wants to take it, take being a verb, and win can't be considered a verb in this situation because it can't be made into another tense. You couldn't say we came to take one, right? So win is definitely a noun here functioning as an object that (G)I-DLE intends to actionably take. I don't really see anything wrong with this phrase. Again, to make it feel better for us as native English speakers, we could add an article to say we came to take the win. It's not necessary though. You could replace win with a word like victory and it would still sound pretty okay. We came to take victory, right? Yeah, it sounds awkward, but I think we're good here. So let's go on fearless, we came to take win. It's not bad English in my opinion, and also, depending on how you look at it, not really anything wrong with the grammar. You know what it is, I be running this, pull up in a ghost, pick up boo-hoo. Next is, you know what it is, I be running this, pull up in a ghost, pika boo hoo, from BABYMONSTER on the song Sheesh. So the first part of this, you know what it is, I be running this, is good. Correct use of the habitual be, which is not always common in K-pop. Asa continuously runs this, or stays running this. She uses the habitual be to express a habit out of running whatever she's talking about. Next part of the sentence, pull up in a ghost, pika boo hoo. So pull up in a ghost meaning a type of car, I think it's a Rolls Royce specifically. Asa is going to pull up in a Rolls Royce, and then the second part of this phrase, pika boo hoo, it is kind of ambiguous, but we also have I think, enough context to form an idea of what she's talking about here, roughly speaking. So pulling up in a ghost, the word ghost refers to, of course, the car, but also evokes a literal ghost. So the meaning of fear, perhaps elusiveness. Asa is going to pull up unexpectedly. It will be a surprise, thus peekaboo, and then who added at the end to circle us back to the idea of whoever she's pulling up on is not going to like it or take it favorably to the point that they'll cry, like boo-hoo or something. Yeah, so you know what it is. I be running this, pull up in a ghost, pika pika boo-hoo. Grammatically correct, although a little vague without context. This is grammatically good. I wouldn't consider this bad English by any means.
This love is maniac, but I can't killing it, killing it, killing it.
Okay, next is This Love is Maniac, but I Can't Killin' It by BBG on the song Maniac. For this first part, it is kind of a similar situation to Let's Go Unfearless. The linking verb is seeking out to re-identify the subject, this love. Maniac is a noun, and nouns can be a subject complement, so this first part does make sense. We could replace it with another noun like monster. This love is monster. It still sounds a little weird. You could add an article and say this love is a monster. That feels a little bit better, right? It might be better to just use an adjective instead of a noun though. This love is monstrous, or in the original case, this love is maniacal, right? So the second part of this phrase, but I can't killin' it, yeah, this doesn't work, but again, we do kind of know what BBG means. This love is maniacal, but I can't kill it. I Cannot Killing It has trouble directly expressing what BBG is talking about from a narrative perspective. Maniac is a song about a toxic relationship that the narrator does not want to end, so it's something along the lines of this love is maniacal, but I won't kill it. They're actively making the choice not to end the relationship. Killing it does work in this situation, but we need to change the verb in this sentence to be something that directly links the action to the subject. A to be verb like am or is would work in this situation, so this love is maniacal, but I'm not killing it. I think grammatically this is the best way to express the narrative idea behind this song, to express that the narrator is continuously making the decision not to end this relationship. So again, this love is maniacal, but I'm not killing it. Yeah, I think I'll stop at these three for this video. Again, I want to say that it's fine, completely fine. If you find it, I guess, irritating or annoying when there's bad grammar or pronunciation in songs, I understand it's a feeling that a lot of people can't really help. But yeah, let me know what you think about this if you have any other examples of bad English in K-pop, especially from boy groups. I tried to find recent examples of bad English in K-pop boy group songs, but I couldn't really find any that I wanted to analyze, I guess. I definitely want to do another video like this again sometime in the future though, so if you do have any suggestions, let me know. Oh, I'll also link the previous versions of this series in the description if you want to go watch those videos. You're not really missing anything special by not watching them. I think I want to try and remake them sometime in the future, but I'll put the previous ones in the description nevertheless. But yeah, that is all from me. I don't believe in the concept of bad English. I want to emphasize that again. I just think it's interesting to look at examples like these, as the weird lyrical moments in K-pop are usually my favorite part about K-pop in general. Thank you for watching this if you did. Subscribe if you want to, and I will see you next time.